So I'm Hannah Brand and I'm the operations manager at Surfing England. So Surfing England is the national governing body for the sport in England as recognised by Sport England and the International Surfing Association. And we look after surfing from grassroots participation right up through the elite Team England squads that go and compete around the world.
Lovely. Moving on to our next question. Why do you think was International Surfing Day created?
Sure. So I think the main thing was to create good awareness of the sport and also the environment in which we partake in the sport. So we're really fortunate in the UK that we're an island nation. We've got beaches all around us, and there's lots of places where you can actually surf. So yeah, it's also really important. I think this day makes people look after our environment and raise more awareness, of keeping the beaches clean, monitoring pollution levels and all that sort of thing as well, that sort of safeguards the future of our sport, and ultimately to inspire more people to get involved in the sport, whether that's those people already participating or getting more women into the sport, more ethnic minorities, more LGBTQ plus people. It's just all about raising awareness and ultimately celebrating the sport of surfing.
That's wonderful. What are some of the different ways in which you can get involved in celebrating International Surfing Day?
Yeah, so one thing I just wanted to kind of highlight first of all, when we as an organisation talk about surfing, we talk about surfing right from kind of body surfing to bodyboarding, right through to kind of stand-up paddleboard surfing and everything in between. And one of the beautiful things about that is that all ages and different levels of ability can get involved with the sport. And we also do a lot in para surfing, so that's the branch of surfing for people who have physical disability and or vision impairment. So yeah, just the sport can be for all, which I think sometimes people's hesitation to get involved. So it's World Surfing Day. You can book a surfing lesson. You could just go for a surf with your friends. You could do a beach clean. If you're not near the coast, how about just log on to social and share some photos of your favourite surfing spots or your favourite waves. I've got numerous ideas here, and even just watching a surf film, just of an evening, get together with friends, put on a surf film, have some food, just come together with like your community. There's fantastic projects in the surf world as well, such as the Wave Project, who are a surf therapy charity for children,
Wow.
and a project called Surfers Against Sewage, who do a lot of kind of beach cleans and environmental stuff. Both of those always look for volunteers, so you could sign up to be a volunteer at one of those brilliant projects. And we're very fortunate as well in England that we've the home to the Museum of British Surfing, and that's based in Braunton in North Devon. They've just set up a new exhibit for 2024, so plan a trip down to the Surf Museum, come and check out the exhibitions. How about also planning your next surf trip? Where do you want to go, whether it be in the UK or further afield? Plan that, get excited, get that booked. And we'd also welcome anyone to join Surfing England. So we're a not-for-profit membership organisation and supporting the growth and development of the sport in England. And that's from like the juniors talent to the para surfing, supporting our environment, all these things. So we always welcome new members to our community. And yeah, we'd just love to join people together basically as part of our like brilliant network of wave riders.
That sounds very exciting, Hannah. Thank you. And now, moving on to our last question for the day. What would you like to say to someone who wants to start surfing?
So the absolute best way to start surfing would be to take a lesson with a Surfing England accredited surf school. All those centres are kind of regulated and checked by ourselves, which just means they're the perfect place to start surfing. And surfing, it can be an adrenaline filled sport and it is in the natural environment. So there are risks people need to be aware of. So taking a lesson, first of all, with a qualified surf coach ensures you'll do it safely. They'll also give you an overview of some basic kind of information to do with like the tides, to do with like rip currents and the lifeguard flags. So they'll give you an education as well as the lesson. And they're also there to create a fun, exciting environment. And ultimately, they're going to get you standing as quickly as possible. And many of our surf schools also do bodyboard lessons and sup surf lessons. So if that's more your thing you'd be interested in, that's catered for as well. And for all junior surfers, we've launched this year a program called the Grom Squad. And when I say Grom, if you're not familiar with surfing, you'll be thinking, what on earth is she talking about? Grom basically means a junior surfer in sort of surfing terminology. And the Grom Squad program is basically the ultimate pathway to learn to surf for children. It's 5 fun lessons.
Is there a minimum age that they started?
Yeah, so basically surf schools can do lessons from the age of around kind of 6. They basically adjust the ratios for that. So for kind of younger children, they would just do a ratio of probably like 1 coach to kind of 4 surfers rather than the kind of typical 1 coach to 8 surfers. Or sometimes what surf schools do is they will ask a parent to be in the water as well, just to kind of help add the people. So yeah, basically we're open-minded as long as coaches ensure there's the adequate safety requirement and cover for the children, and it can be done safely. That's the most important thing.
Thank you so much for your time, Hannah. It's been lovely interacting with you today.
Yeah, you too. And ultimately, I just say to people, just enjoy it. That's what surfing's all about. It doesn't matter if you're participating in the sport, if you're just sat on the beach watching it, if you're doing a beach clean, if you're just there watching the sun rise over the ocean, watching the sunset, just it doesn't matter. It's just lovely to kind of welcome people to be a part of the wave riding community. And I think that just extends to enjoying the beach, the environment, and all the lifestyle basically that comes with the sport. Thank you.